Are you too old for pharmacy school? I used to always worry about what people thought of me and would try so hard to live by society's standards. Then I realized that I was created to be different, and regardless of what I did, I would never fit in. So I decided to follow my dreams instead. Join me on this journey as I grow in my faith, go through the ups and downs of pharmacy school, and most importantly, being God's masterpiece. Hey y'all, so I've gotten this question a lot, pretty much saying that, they started their lives, they started a different career, but pharmacy is something that they've always wanted to pursue, but they're not sure if they should pursue it because they feel like they're too old or they're too late in the game. You are never too old to follow your dreams. I know that may sound very cliche and it's like, Denise, you don't know my life. You don't know I have kids. I have this. Like, I'm making this income and now I'm going to be making this income and I don't know what to do. I think that sometimes we get so caught up in what society says. Once you have your career, once you have your family and all this stuff, your life is over and you can't follow your dreams anymore. Or you might be looking at like the amount that you're making and you're just like, well, I can't go back to school because I'm only making this amount and this, that, and the third. If that is a desire that you have, that's a dream that you have, then I don't see any reason as to why you shouldn't follow it. Someone being a nurse and they realize that they want to go back and do pharmacy, but they weren't sure because, they were making a great income, they have kids, and their life has already started, and they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, but I want to do pharmacy. And they're always asking, like Danny said, should I pursue this? If you have a dream, if you have a desire, if God has placed a desire in your heart, then there's no reason why you shouldn't follow it. Circumstances might tell you, like, no, you actually can't follow this because of this, that, and the third. Pray and seek Him, and He would just begin to open those doors. Like, I remember I was thinking, you know what, yeah, I'll take a year off, I'll figure my life out, and then I'll start school. And literally, I was lying in my bed, like contemplating this, and I get an email from the school I go to now saying, like, hey, we see that you started an application. Just to let you know, the deadline is actually extended and you should like get your application in. And I was like, what? Like, God, was that you? So if this is a desire in your heart, if this is something that you wanted to do for a really long time, God will begin to open those doors without you even realizing it. So if you're kind of still on the fence, if you're kind of not sure, then I definitely will continue to pray and seek Him. Really just trust that He has the right plans for your life. You are not too old to follow your dreams. I think that's such a societal pressure on individuals that, if you're a certain age, you can't do this, that, and the third, or if you don't have this, you can't do this. We live our lives according to these standards and we really shouldn't. Individuals who are successful now, if they would have gone based off society, if they would have listened to what individuals had to say all the time, they wouldn't be where they are right now. But it's because they had the drive, the motivation, and the tenacity to keep going, to follow their dreams and to pursue it regardless of how hard it was. So for the individuals who have reached out to me who feel like you're old for pharmacy school, no, you're not. How I see it is just like it's 4 years and some schools is 3 years. So it's just like you can do it. But it is gonna take a lot of work and it is gonna be hard. I'm not gonna sit here and feed you a lie and say, follow your dreams, everything is gonna be amazing and you won't encounter any problems. No, that's an absolute lie. And if anyone tells you that, it's a lie. Especially if you have a family and if you've already set up a routine for your life, it's going to have to be a change in that routine. There are some schools that I believe that are online with some of the classes, so that might be great for you when the kids go off to school that you're studying and doing all that, or if you're still working per diem or part-time in your um, career before that, then it's going to take work. Make a schedule and really having to be grounded and dedicated to your studies, because to follow your dreams is not, it's not easy, regardless of what age you are. It's not easy. I know for some people it was just like, well, is it even worth it to go to pharmacy school if I've already established myself, if I already have a career, if I already have my life planned out? Is it even worth it anymore to still follow that dream, because I'm gonna have to take out loans to pay for my school, I'm gonna have to do this? And that's a question for you and your accountant. Nothing should get in the way of your dream. Nothing should get in the way of what God has put in your heart or the desires that God has put in your heart. And it's just a matter of, are you going to walk through the doors that God has opened? Because it's like you can say, God, I want this, I want this, I want that. And he's like, all right, cool. Opens every single door. And it's just like, God, why aren't you changing anything? He's like, I already opened the door. You just have to walk through. So, like I said, like, changing that your schedule, it's also a matter of organizing your finances too. If pharmacy is desire for you, then, save up money if you are working and try to put that towards that. And, taking out loans, I know it's not probably the answer you wanted to hear, but I take out loans, and I think I'm going to do a video on how I pay for pharmacy school because a lot of people ask me that question. But just talking about money gives me anxiety, talking about loans gives me anxiety, so I just like don't talk about it too much. Yeah, save up money. Try to get scholarships if you can. I know it's a little harder to get scholarships when you are out of school for a little while, but it is still very doable. And if you are an individual who hasn't taken any science classes and you are a little older and you want to go to pharmacy school, that's fine too. I remember one of my mentees this year, he actually is in his 30s, and he has a whole family, and he's starting from scratch. So he's doing the 6-year program, and he has the drive and the determination. He was just like, I want to do this. He went to school for graphic design, and then he realized that pharmacy is what he wanted to do, and now he's doing it, and he's doing well. And there are individuals in my class who are older. There's one of my classmates, he actually was a nurse, and then he started pharmacy school. So it's very doable. I don't want to sit here and tell you that you are too old for pharmacy school. Don't let anyone tell you that you're too old for pharmacy school or that you can't go back or it doesn't make sense. If that's your dream, if that's your desire, do it. You better do it. You will live your life saying shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's like, I shoulda did that. I woulda did that. I could have done that. And you don't ever want to let anyone get in the way of that. You don't want anyone to ever get in the way of the dream that you want. I've had individuals tell me, like, no, you shouldn't do this. No, you shouldn't pursue that. And it's just like, if God has put something in your heart, why are you listening to what other people have to say? Like, they're not God. So, don't let other people determine what it is that you're going to do in your life, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You have to wake up every day, go to that job, and do what you have to do, not the other people who are trying to speak things into your life. It'll work out. I know it sounds a little cliche, and it's hard to see that in a lot of moments because it was very hard for me to see that my first year of school, but it'll work out just fine. And I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to stress. And I really hope that this video can encourage you to not stress out or worry or fear or fret regarding starting school or starting that process, because I know some of you are starting from scratch, and I know a lot of people talk about the pharmacy industry is saturated, blah 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 blah. I remember one person was even just like, oh well, did you graduate yet? Did you go into the job field yet? I was like, no, I didn't, but I serve a God who takes care of me, so I know I'll be all right. Um, so I'm not even like stressing over that, and you shouldn't either. Like I said, you are the one that has to wake up every morning and go to your job. And if you don't like the job that you're going to, then that's not the job that you should have. And if pharmacy is what you want to do, then do it. You're never gonna hear from me on my channel, don't pursue your dream. I don't care what your dream is. I don't care what God has placed in your heart. He will make a way. I don't care if the industry is saturated, he will make a way. You don't ever want to live your life in regret. You don't ever want to live your life thinking that you could have done more when you can do more. If you have the ability, if you have the drive, then do it. It's going to be hard. Circumstances may not be in your favor, but if you just trust and believe that everything's going to be okay, it will. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it encouraged you, and I hope it answered a lot of the questions or addressed some of the fears or concerns that a lot of you have regarding this topic. To answer the question in summary, you are not too old to start pharmacy school. In fact, you probably will do a lot better because you're seasoned. You're not old, you're just seasoned. I thought I was too old because I did 4 years of college and then I had to do another 4 years, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm 2 years older than my classmates. But it's all right. It's not bad at all. So you can do it. I know individuals who are in their 30s, in their 40s, and they're in my class. So don't feel like it's not possible. It is possible, and the only thing stopping you from doing that is you. So yeah, but I hope this video encouraged you. Y'all already know the deal. You can comment below or you can email me at behismasterpiece@gmail.com. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Enjoy it. Be kind, be loving, be nice, and as always, be his masterpiece. Bye, y'all.